She's an icon here at King 5, and after 33 years on the air here in Seattle, she's recently stepped into a new, very important role here at King 5. Susannah Frame joins me now. It is an honor to have you sit here and to interview you.
Thank you, sister. I appreciate that.
Yes, and congratulations are in order because you have a new role here at the station.
I do.
What is it called? What does it entail for people at home?
I'm the news director now at King, something I never, ever in a million years thought I would be doing. But I've been in that role now for about a month. Wow. And that means I oversee the entire newsroom operation. So everything you see on TV and on streaming and on digital and on our apps on the phone. So I kind of lead that editorially and in charge of kind of making sure we're on the right path and that we're reaching as many of our viewers and your viewers as possible. That's my job now.
Well, you are the perfect person for this job. You were on air for decades, most notably leading the renowned King 5 investigators team. What was the most fulfilling part of that job and your work there?
Hands down, it is taking on a project that builds and builds and builds until you get to the point of changing public policy. And I was able to do that. I'm just so grateful. I was able to do that time and time again. So, for example, I investigated Hanford, the nuclear waste facility, in Eastern Washington for years. And I worked on that for 4 years before I got some massive public policy changes made. And it took the Attorney General getting involved based on our investigation. It took the federal government kind of acquiescing to the pressures that we were putting on the Department of Energy. And so the outcome of that reporting was workers there are now, their health is now far better protected than before we started our investigation. So it's things like that. I did an investigation on a kind of a corrupt nonprofit in Pierce County, and after I worked on that for about 6 months, the state of Washington came in and shut it down and helped. It was a nonprofit charged with helping veterans, but it was taking advantage of the veterans financially. And so we helped to make them financially whole. Things like that. It's a King 5 is just such a great platform. All those decades of true journalism is behind me. I stand on the shoulders of the people that began this station, and I just couldn't have asked for a better path than being an investigative reporter.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, we love having you here and we're so excited to keep you at the station. Why do you think local investigative teams are so important too? Because we have one of the only ones here at King 5.
Yeah, we have the only full-time investigative unit in terms of like all the other television stations. It's so important because of just what I talked about. We don't take on, well, I say we. I'm saying we. I'm in charge of it, though.
You are.
I am in charge. We still have great people in the unit, including the amazing Chris Ingalls.
Absolutely.
Because we don't take on a project unless we can see a potential for a result. And that takes time, and King 5 gives us the time and gives us the resources to be able to pursue things for weeks and months and years. Really.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's an investment in the community.
Absolutely. And
the stories are good too.
They are. They're
pretty
fantastic.
good.
You've won quite a few awards over the years. Your resume is sparkling with that.
Thank you.
Do you have a message too for your loyal viewers that have watched you over the years? Because I'm sure a lot of people at home were wondering, where is Susannah Frame?
Oh, that's nice of you to say. My heart and soul is here at King. I'm not on the air anymore. No one said, oh, we got to take you off the air. You've been here too long. Nothing like that is happening. It was my choice. They offered me the job. I applied for the job and I got it. This station has supported me in so many ways, and I'm here to support it now. And I really feel as though I took this role one of the reasons is to make sure that the legacy of King stays in this pivotal moment where we're changing direction. A lot of your viewers are watching us on King 5 Plus right now.
Right.
And we want them to know that we're live on King 5 Plus way more since I took over than we ever were before. And it's digital first. You know, we know that people are, this is where they're getting their news.
They're consuming differently.
I'm taking this job to lead this team and make them feel like, yeah, we got you, and this is still king, even though things are changing. They wanted a real journalist at the helm, and so that's what happened. I don't know if I really answered your question, but I guess my message is I'm still here,
right?
And everything that's happening now is my responsibility, and the buck stops with me. So I'm hoping to make all the right choices for not only our team but your viewers.
You will. We have no doubt. Class act. And what's something people might not know about you? I like to end on like a fun
Do you do this to all your guests?
I do. It's kind of like a little lightning round.
You
so what's
sassy girl, you.
that no one knows about you? Because we know you as like the icon, the investigator, the journalist.
I'm a master gardener.
What?
I am. Let's see.
Cisco Morris, look out.
Yeah, watch Cisco. He knows I'm a master gardener. He and I talk shop a lot. I used to work for the Dalai Lama. When I got out of news for a while, I moved to New York City, and
mind blown.
I kind of spent like a year going and in a production team following the Dalai Lama around the world. And that year he won the Nobel Peace Prize,
so
that was a big year. And then I think what you're maybe thinking I might say, is I'm a massive K-pop fan.
Like, this is shocking to me. I don't know why this
It's almost
me.
embarrassing to say it, but like I love BTS. I've traveled to go see them in concert. And
so if I walk by your office, you might be blaring some K-pop?
Always. Oh, yes, all the time.
Oh, that's
all
it.
the time.
I'm going in.
Yes.
Susannah, amazing. Thank you for sitting next to me and chatting about your new role. I really appreciate it.
Of course. I love your show.
Well,
and you.
I love you.
So I'm glad to be on it.